I've seen so many videos of people trying to see how much they can crochet in one day. So I thought it would be fun if I brought you guys along and kind of just vlogged my whole experience of trying to see how much I can crochet in a day. Also, I did a little something. I decided to try out selling some of my crochet things on Depop. The shop is up right now. You guys can go check it out if you want to. I have some really fun things on there, honestly, not gonna lie. I have some bandanas, some bags, bookmarks, and even these fun little Taylor Swift tapestry things that I was working on. So if you guys want to check it out, obviously don't have to, but it is going to be linked down below if you guys would like to support me. So yeah, if you guys want to see this fun video of me trying to see how much I can crochet in a day and honestly kind of losing my mind a little bit with it, then just keep on watching. Alright, so for today's video, I do not really know exactly what I want to do. I know what I'm titling this video, but I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be crocheting. I do know I'm starting off with something pretty ambitious. I don't know if I'll get anything else done today, but this is what is in my brain, so that's what I'm going to make. I'm sure I probably already said it in the intro, but yeah, I started selling some of my crochet stuff. I feel like I can't say that I'm selling it until something is sold, but I really do think I'm just going to have to get Etsy because I don't really think anybody buys crochet on Depop anymore. It wasn't a plan for me to start this, especially when I was trying to crochet a bunch of fall stuff, but I just have a bunch of yarn that I know I'm never going to use, and I have a bunch of crochet pieces I still need to go through that I know that I'm not going to ever wear, and so I'm either going to scrap them, sell them, or do something with them. And I haven't been able to make a video because I started making a 24-hour crochet video, and that video is not happening right now, at least not at this exact second in time, and I want to put up another video. So welcome to this video. We are going to see how much I can crochet just in one day. I'm not going to put a huge time frame on it. It is already 12:30, so we're getting a little bit of a late start, but you guys already know I am a night owl. If I'm still wanting to crochet and it's past midnight, I will let that slide, okay? Basically, from right now until the time I hit my head on those pillows back there, that is what the time will be for me crocheting today. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started on that. What I really want to do is just make a bunch of bandanas, but that's not really logical right now. I've already made plenty of those. So instead, I'm gonna do something that I don't even know if I'm actually gonna sell or not, but that's not really the point of this video, is to make things to sell. It's just seeing how much I can make in a day. I want to make a like bat tote bag, and I think it's gonna be very fun. The only issue, this is all the yarn that I have to make the squares. I am thinking about going and getting more of this because this is just Mainstays Walmart yarn. They should still have this yarn. I haven't went to Walmart for yarn in a very long time. I've had this in my stash for a while, hence why there's not a lot of it. And this is the last black skein of yarn that I have, hence why my other video is not happening right now, because I need some black in it, and this is all I have left. So we're just gonna have to roll with what we have with it. And obviously I want to make the bats black, and then I want to use this like changing color yarn for the squares. I also want to use the black for the strap. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we'll see. I already know what tutorial I'm gonna use to make these squares, because I'm not gonna do like a typical granny square stitch. No. It's not gonna be very much different, but I want to make a square that has no holes in it, or minimal holes in it. So I'm gonna be following this tutorial. It'll be up on the screen. And then as far as the bat applique goes, I'm gonna follow this tutorial. I looked these up last night. I really wanted to start, but I didn't. I wanted to stick true to the challenge. So I'm gonna try those two tutorials. I watched them a little bit last night just to see if that's really what I wanted to do, and they look pretty simple, so I think that will work. And also the bat video was actually the TikTok that I saw, like the same account posted their like tote bag on TikTok, and that's where I got the inspiration from. We're gonna go ahead and hop right on into this. So here is what the first square looks like. You guys didn't miss all that much. I just wanted to try to work it up and see if I liked it, and I do. I did it a tiny bit differently than the video tutorial, just because I don't know why I don't like chaining for some reason recently. So instead of doing like a 4 chain, I did a standing treble crochet. I don't know if that's actually a thing, but that's basically what I did. I like it though. There's like no holes in it. I like how the yarn works up. It's nice. And I did 4 rows, and it comes out to like between 4.5 to 5 inches, only because they used a 5mm hook, but I wanted to make sure that there were no holes. So I'm using a 4.5 millimeter hook instead. And then for the bat, this is how it came out. It's gonna go like this. We're gonna sit in like a diamond shape. So the bat will go like this across, and it fits just perfectly on these sides. And I left that tail so that way I can sew it onto it later. This took almost an hour. So I think every time you learn though, like how you're gonna do something, it takes a little bit longer. So I'm hoping that each square does not take me an hour, because otherwise that is gonna take up our entire day. And in the video for the bat, I'm pretty sure she used a 3.5 millimeter hook, but she also used cotton yarn. And I wanted to use a 4 millimeter, but I don't know where mine is. So instead, I'm using a 3.75 millimeter hook. I've made 3 squares so far. This is all we have left. Not enough probably for another square. However, the fact that I got 3 solid squares means I have an idea. How this is you would have 13 squares, 5 of them on each side will have a bat, right? So these 3 will not have a bat. These 3 can be the ones that are not with the bat on them. Try to use the rest of this yarn on the outside part. Maybe I'll do 2 rows in this color and just see how that looks. The bat is gonna take up a majority of the size anyways. It's a little hard to see, but the bat is taking up those first 2 rows anyways. So I'm gonna try it out with 1 square and then we'll see what it looks like. This is what the bat will look like on it with only 2 rows done of the gray. This is the Big Twist yarn in the shade Titanium Gray. Even just a plain gray one by itself I think would look fine. The only thing that's different is that this gray is lighter than this one, but I think it'll still be okay and work out. Decisions. So I decided to just work it up and see if I like it, and I don't hate it. I haven't looked and seen though what it looks like with the bat. Okay, that's not bad at all. The only issue, this little tiny string is how much yarn's left, meaning I won't be able to make another one exactly like it for the other side. I really do not want to have to go get more yarn. I'm not going to be able to go to the store today, and that's going to cut into crocheting time, so we'll see. Time update wise, it is now 4 o'clock. Was not expecting it to already be that time, and this is all that I've gotten done in that time. So we have 3 gray ones, 3 of the multi, and then this random one, so 7 squares. So I think I still need to make 6 more, if my math is correct. I think I have a layout on how I want to do it. I just wish I had a little bit more of this multicolored yarn, but I used most of it on a bag, and I think that was where a lot of it got used. I don't know. I would like to maybe try to do like 1 row in another square with it, so the bag can be kind of cohesive. I'm gonna crochet all the squares first, then make the bats, and I don't know if we're gonna get constructing it in this video because I don't want this video to just be about this bag, and it's already 4 o'clock. So we'll see what I get done. New update, it is now 6:01, so I think about like 2 hours since we last talked. I stopped doing the squares because I forgot about the fact that I also have to do the bats. So right now I have 9 squares that are fully complete. The ends are not woven in, as you can tell, but I have all 10 bats done because there's going to be 5 on one side and 5 on the other. So there's 5 and 5. Of course, the ends are still not woven in. Just 1 end in the back for the magic circle, so it's fine. So yeah, we are starting to come up though on what is going to be kind of the end of working on this, because it is already 6 o'clock and I want to get other stuff done. Maybe what I'll do is I'll sew it together and only put like half of the bats on so I can show you guys what it would look like, because otherwise it's going to take way too long and we're not going to have anything else in this video. all of the squares are now complete. All of the bats are complete. So now all I have to do is sew the bats on here and sew the bag together. I'm already trying to start thinking about what else I want to make though, because I don't have a lot of time left to make stuff today. I'm really leaning towards making some bandanas. I really want to make this one that's like this like white with this like blue speckly yarn. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You guys, I did it. I caved and I made a bandana. These only take like maybe 30-35 minutes for me to do. And I was gonna film, but I don't think I filmed anything for it. So that's a little devastating. I followed Passionate Kelsey's tutorial. It's like the Peacoat Stitch one. Lay it out so it's a little better to see. It's this like pale yellow color. I do still have a good amount left, and I did make another one already with it. Not today, but I made another one with this skein. I used a 5mm hook on this one. It is now almost 8 o'clock though, and I'm about to take a break. I've taken many breaks, but I haven't really talked about it. This break is probably going to be a little bit longer because I'm going to have dinner and hang out with my boyfriend and stuff. But I sewed the bats onto the first 5. I still have those ones to do. And then these ones are not going to have bats on them. I'm going to take a break because my hands really hurt. I got tired of sewing these bats on, and so that's why I just was like, I need to do something mindlessly while I watch some YouTube. So this was the result of that. So I'm probably going to make another one in the white blue speckled color. You'll see it here in a little bit probably. But other than that, I really don't want to say that that's all we're going to get done in this video, but that just might be the case because I do still want to get this bag put together tonight as well. So I thought I would update you guys. This is what I've been working on. I actually don't think I like this, so just give me a second. I feel like this lighting is no better, but I need to give you guys a quick update. So this took all day. I'm gonna film more tomorrow, but I wanted to film something right now just while I'm here. I put makeup on. You can't see it because of this lighting. I put my Halloween lights up, like you guys will see. I can actually see to crochet, and that's why I got all of this done. I used a 3.5mm hook to kind of like chain stitch them all together. But what took so long, I'm very proud of this, if you can't tell. This is the outside of the bag. Yeah, okay. All woven in, the bats are all sewn on, and it took all day. Back to why I have makeup on my face. I got really tired after I put my lights up. I wanted to try to make myself feel a little better because I've been feeling not the best. So I put on makeup to try to feel a little better. Also to just stay awake, because when I would stay awake for long periods of a time, I would put makeup on my face because it would be hard for me to sleep in my makeup. I'm still gonna crochet a little, but I'm going to sign off for the night because I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I don't even know if this audio is going to be very like good. Alright, so it is now currently the next day from the clips that you guys just saw. I feel like I didn't film anything really. So hopefully this goes into a video, but I thought I would go over just really quickly what we made yesterday. I honestly am kind of disappointed in myself because I wanted to make more, but also at the same time, I tried to make an entire tote bag that required a lot of sewing and stitching everything together. Then plus I made 2 other little things on top of it. I think I'm probably going to try this video again in the future, but actually have a plan going about it. And I already had a plan to do like a 24-hour challenge video. It just didn't work out properly. So yeah, anyways, let's go over really quickly what I made. The thing you guys saw the most of, because that's basically what took all the time, was this bag. I still have not put the straps on it. I might do that today, but also I want to make the straps in black. And I don't have a lot of black yarn. I'm trying to savor my black yarn a little right now. So I don't know if I'm going to put the straps on it just yet, because I feel like if I do gray, it's just not going to look the way I want it to. I already did gray yarn when I was doing the chain stitch. I do really like it though. I wish I kind of would have just done this square completely black, the one with the multi-yarn. This is the other one and how it turned out. So this is one side of it, and then this is the other side. I feel like if I would have just done the gray, it would have looked better, but I wanted to use up all of that yarn so that I can get it out of my stash. I think I want to film a video where I either let Pinterest decide what I make or like help Pinterest inspire what I make and use up my stash yarn, because there's a lot of it and a lot of it's stuff that I just don't know what to make with. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas on how to get rid of my stash yarn, let me know. A lot of it is full skeins, but it's not stuff that is like coherent that I could like crochet them all together. And there is a lot of them. There's like a huge Joann's box from a long time ago when I filmed a haul. And then there's another box as well that's almost empty because that's what I've been using a lot recently. I'm getting off on a tangent a little, but needless to say, I have a lot of yarn and I need to figure out what to use it for. I don't know how much of these other two items that I filmed, because I know I didn't film anything. I think I might have filmed the yarn and maybe a tiny little clip, but I don't think I liked the clip of me in this video, like for this part. I made this bandana, which is Passionate Kelsey's tutorial. I'm gonna link it down below because I love this bandana. It's so cool, it's so amazing. I think this is the one where I did 9 rows instead of 11 rows because I used acrylic yarn and she uses cotton yarn. It's a little bit smaller. I am not a bandana wearing person. I want to be, but I just don't know how to style them. So this is definitely something I'm gonna probably put up on the shop with my other ones. And then I also made this speckled one. This one I kind of want to keep for myself, but I know I'm not a summer person and this just springs summer to me, or like even right now for like September and like October time. I really do like it though. It was the white speckle yarn from Big Twist. I don't even think I showed you guys it. This was how much that I still have left of it. I did not have a full skein of it when I started. I don't remember also what else I used on it though, but I do really like it. It kind of looks more white and then you get some little strands of the dark blue. I think this one I made in 10 rows because I realized 9 rows is not really the best, and that's what I've been making a lot of bandanas with, and I made a couple in 10 rows instead. I did do 10 rows on this one and I think it just fits a little better. So if you can tell, it's a very slight difference, just a little bit longer, a little bit bigger on the sides, and then I did the straps the same because they're fine. This one was also the same Peacoat Stitch bandana tutorial as well. That's all that I made. Real quickly though, I do want to put in here though, next time you guys see me, my hair is not going to be pink anymore. I mean, it doesn't look pink right now. I'll put up a picture of what my hair used to look like when I first dyed it because that's when it was in its prime, that's when it was looking good. And I did it before everybody else did it, so I feel proud of myself for that. Now everybody's doing the color pink and I miss my blonde hair. I want spooky season to feel like the aesthetic that I always love, and by doing that I need my blonde hair back. I really miss it. So today I'm actually going to the store and I'm gonna get color remover that I used to use when I had Harley Quinn hair. Maybe I'll insert a picture. That was my real hair and I loved every bit of that. But I used the same Arctic Fox color to get the pink that's in my hair from the Harley Quinn hair, and it took the pink out instantly, so I'm really hoping it will do that again, but we'll see what happens with that. Next time you guys see me, I'm gonna have my blonde hair. I don't think it's gonna be fully blonde just because my roots and everything are dark brown right now, so we'll see how that works out because I did put brown hair dye on my hair to try to give like the aesthetic of like dark brown hair with the pink. So I don't know, we'll see what happens with that. There's only one other video that will have a clip of me having pink hair, and that is my 24-hour challenge video that I was going to film instead of this because I'm gonna keep the mistakes that I made in that video, and that's already been filmed. That's not the point of this video though. I'm gonna go ahead and go, one, because I'm still very tired and I obviously just woke up, as you can tell, but I thought it was important that I show you guys what we made in 24 hours. I know I could make more, but this alone took so much time, and if you're a crocheter and you've ever made these type of bags before, you know how long they take. And I know I could have stayed awake and I could have like finished this bag, and if I didn't make at least one of these bandanas, I probably could have finished the bag, but I just didn't really want to. I'm probably not going to sell it just because I kind of grew a personal attachment to it, and I don't really have a Halloween like bag for myself. So I'm thinking about getting some like fabric from Joann's when I go get more black yarn eventually and lining it, but I only hand line my things, so anything I sell is probably not going to get lined just because it's not worth the time that I would have to put into it, because I would have to add like at least $10 to the item just because it takes over an hour for me to crochet a lining, let alone cutting the fabric and doing everything like that. I've also only lined a couple things, so I think I've only lined 2 bags actually. So I'm not very skilled in that, so I don't feel like it would be a smart idea for me to do so, but I am very proud of it. I really do like the bandanas as well. They're so fun and easy to make. Highly recommend if you guys still like bandanas. I know that the bandana trend is kind of dying out, I feel like, a little bit, but I can't stop making these. There's gonna be so many of them on my shop, and worst case, if none of this stuff sells, I'm just gonna keep it and then use it whenever I go do a market, because originally I wanted to make a goal to do a market in 2024. That's just not going to end up happening. So I think what I'm going to do is aim to do a fall market in 2025. And that's a long time away. Plenty of time to prepare, plenty of time to save money to get everything I would need to do that and to continue doing more research on that. If this stuff doesn't sell by then, I'm either going to give it to friends, you know, I will do something with it. I'm not just going to let it sit here. I just thought it was fun to try to set up a depop and try to sell some stuff. We'll see what happens with it. I would really like to do is to make some sales, save this money, and then go turn that around and get some like thank you cards and some like better poly mailers and some like little stickers and things like that, and start an Etsy with it, because I think it costs money to start an Etsy, but I also need like certain packaging supplies and like a weigher and all that stuff to do those things, and I don't have that kind of money right now. So if I could get the money from that crochet to then turn it around and build it, I think that would be really cool. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. If you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave me a comment down below on either something that you're crocheting right now, maybe what you crocheted while watching this video, and also just video ideas that you have for me in the future. I'm always coming up with new ideas and would love to hear your guys' opinions. And yeah, that being said, I will see you guys all in my next video.